Following a third one-score game against the Los Angeles Chargers that saw a pretty defensive battle. However, a late game interception by our slot corner in Trey Flowers secured the wild card win, ending the Chargers season. And from there, we move on to the divisional round, where we will be playing the Buffalo Bills. They have, again, a pretty good offense, 88, slightly above our 87, a pretty solid defense, 83 compared to our 80. They are very much a passing team, 6th best in the league, though average running and average defense. Our rankings don't really look all too great, either average or a little bit below. Outside of defensive rushing, we do pretty well in stopping the run. So we're going to have to hope that we could do that here against Jalen Hurts and the Buffalo Bills. And if we do, when you guys get this video 50 likes, once again, the next round will be posted tomorrow. So let's jump on in. Let's try to get that win, and hopefully you guys do your part. It'll be defense out first as we are rocking the all-orange alternate set. It's going to be a receiver or running back screen. More aptly so, play one, and they pick up 5 to Stevenson. Flowers, the corner that helped us seal that last game, in on the first stop of this game, as they'll go with a run right down the middle. Couple lead blockers bouncing off Asamoah, but not going to get far following that hit, just a gain of 3. But that will leave them with just 2 needed on third as they come out with a strong eye. Hard count, no one jumps. Handing it back off, Stevenson, blown up. The rookie and Dylan Bonds gets the stop for us, and we will head off the field. Offense headed out. Murray had a pretty solid game in the wild card. Did have one bad interception, but outside of that was a solid player for us, and we're going to need more of that here today, as it will be a throw check down to the rookie receiver, as our, I want to say, right guard, Morris, shaken up. Looks like that might potentially be a elbow injury. He'll get checked out on the sideline, which is a good sign. Hopefully we'll see him return. As we go, Mixon not gonna get by 41. Close, as now DeMarcus Lawrence for the Bills shaken up. A lot of injuries early on here. He'll head to the locker room as he was clutching that forearm, potentially wrist. We have a 3rd and 4 motioning out to an empty set. Murray, the lone guy in the backfield, takes the snap, sitting, waiting, goes up top, has Marvin Mims, but not enough for the first. They mark it 4th and 1. However, early on here, I want us to go for it here. It's about half a yard needed. Now we're going to follow behind our big blockers over on that left-hand side. Mixon will pick up the first down and a few extra yards on top of it. So we'll keep the drive moving. Going back to the broadcast view here with a bunch up top, we go with a run. Actually, handoff down the middle. Mixon picking up an extra 2. We went his way a lot last week. He's kind of been the primary guy here on offense, despite us being more so a throwing team, as we go to the second-year tight end, picking up about 8, maybe 7. They do credit Sherman with a gain of 7 then, so leaving 3rd and 1. As we come out with the I form, following behind a pulling guard and picking up the first down. However, there is a flag down. Might be coming back, and the holding will bring it back. Calling that one on Tyler Smith over at the right tackle spot. Bakhtiari signaling to Murray something, as it will be a pass. Murray gonna roll and get swallowed up. Will be a sack on 3rd down. Lawson, and he will force the punt. So once again, we're seeing a very defensive start to one of these games, as the first drive for either team doesn't go anywhere. It will be Buffalo Bills' second chance, and they do. They actually say that was a catch by Olave. Looked like he dropped it at the end, but I guess they're going to say no, it was a catch. And a gain of 6, leaving 2nd and 4 as they're under center. Going back to Stevenson, looking for a gap, but just swallowed up. He kept the legs moving. He actually ends up gaining a yard. It should have been a loss of 1. But once again, they'll have a 3rd and short as they spread wide. 3 up top, 1 down below. Quick throw is a first down for Olave. Not Olave. Check that. Hyatt Met pretty quickly by the sophomore linebacker, but enough for the first. As a sack coming in, picking up, slammed down Ogba. Loss of 6. I want to say this defensive line had either 4 or 5 sacks last week, coming from all different players along that front line. So if we could continue that throughout the playoffs, that would be great, as it's now going to be a 3rd and 11 after the short check down, which they'll stay in shotgun. Got 2 up to the top. They have a superstar receiver on both the top and the bottom, as it will be a pass going all the way up top and finding their man. Not tight enough coverage that time by Trey Flowers. Was close, but not close enough, as it will be a strong eye play action. Going deep across the middle, finding Olave, who just takes a couple shots before hitting down. And speaking of down, Nick Gates of the Buffalo Bills line a bit shaken up. He'll head to the bench. So far, I'd say 1st and 2nd down typically have been pretty good for us this drive, but we've given it up on 3rd. As there's a bunch of space to the outside, Stevenson speeding away down inside the red zone before getting met by Yeast and Oliver. But a big chunk there, very much taking away the 1st and 2nd down good play I was talking about, as Flowers is there on this 1st down, loss of 1. He's been pretty solid, I would say, at that slot spot, though. He's not a very highly rated corner. I want to say about 73 true, not counting any sort of morale, as we hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a bit of back and forth defensively. However, the Bills are finally putting together a good offensive drive. And that drive has them down inside the red zone at the 19 to start the 2nd quarter with 2nd and 11. It will be a pass going deep towards the end zone, but he just couldn't grab it. Njoku almost making the big play. Hurts delivered a good ball, but just wasn't the right time, I guess. As they'll switch to an under center set. Still going to go with a throw, but not enough time. Another sack comes in. Though if I'm being honest, couldn't tell you who got it. 56. It doesn't ring a bell. Either way, it's going to force the field goal, and they will hit it, taking a 3-0 lead. So after the Bills had their first good offensive drive, I would like to have our first good offensive drive as we start from pistol. Murray making a check at the line. We'll go with a stretch down to the bottom. Mixon trying to find space. We'll pick up 2. So far, 4 carries for 11 yards. Last week, I want to say he had about 5 for 57. So definitely not having the same success as we go back to a stretch. Trying to find the space to the outside as another late flag comes in. Now this time, it'll be holding on the receiver Shepard, backing us up 2nd and 16. As we stick with a pistol set here, going with the delayed handoff and met immediately. They'll give us 1 yard gain, but that's probably a little bit more of a gimme really than actually getting that 1 yard. So 3rd and 15 from the tight shotgun set. Murray in the pocket, they send an extra guy. Waiting, it's arriving and sacked back at the 6. Carl Lawson with 2 on the day, and it will be another punt. As the Bills head out with a narrow lead, 3-0, looking to build upon it. It will be starting from a weak pistol set. Stevenson down the middle picks up 6, which coincidentally is also his 6th carry for 26 yards. A lot of 6s in there. This will be a pass. Hurts down to the bottom. Open guy takes the shot, but it's another 1st down for Hyatt. But I will give the Bills credit. A lot of different formations that they're lining up in. Now a 2 tight end set. As they go with the play action. Hurts going deep-ish, actually more of a medium shot. Still a 1st down for Njoku. We'll credit that one about a gain of 11. His 1st catch of the day after the drop touchdown on the previous drive. As they stick with the 2 tight end set, go with the stretch now. Not a great read there from Yeast. A bad angle and a 1st down rush of about 18. Defense definitely started off well, but starting to slow down here as once again Bills in the red zone. They have 1 spread to the top and bottom, and once again a nice placed ball. Caught this time, Elijah Higgins makes it a 10-point ball game. With about 3.5 minutes left in the first half, it's time for this offense to shift things into gear. Otherwise, this game could get out of hand, because Madden very much likes that to happen, as once again, not gaining anything on these carries. Joe Mixon half the amount of yards as Stevenson on the same amount of carries. Need to do better. as we do have back Morris, so our offensive line at its healthiest. Good run that time, picking up about 7, maybe 8. We do have a third down here, and it's a long 2 as we come out under center with a tight set. Hard count, no one jumps. Going with a stretch down to the bottom. Mixon has space, a bunch of space. Not going to get by the safety. Great open field tackle, but a nice chunk run for us to about midfield. Now, if we could just use that and build upon it, as we're just outside the 2-minute warning, and we will get the snap off just in time. Going with a throw down below, gonna find Green, who takes the shot. A quick 2-minute warning, and we're right back out there. With an empty set, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They send an extra man, we throw quickly. McBride with the first down, and not much extra. Anzalone quick to get the stop there, as we have a 1st and 10 at the 37. With a single shotgun back now. Murray from the pocket, going up top, finds Marvin Mims, gain of 7. Murray 6 of 6, but only 32 yards. Passing game, trying to be short and quick to get around a pretty good defensive line. We've already seen multiple sacks come in, and we haven't even seen anything from their best defender, as once again we go McBride with another first down to the 23. And with the clock under a minute, calling that first timeout. So far, a pretty good 2-minute drive. Need to see that through to the end zone. As Murray throwing across the middle, it's well behind Mims. And I must have jinxed us immediately, as it's an interception going to Jones. I mean, not even close to on target there from a veteran quarterback. That one was at least 7 yards behind the receiver. I don't know if it was an option route or what, but either way, bad as we knocked that one free. Almost had the sack. Could have had a pick with a quicker reaction, but it'll take the knock away. With 45 seconds left on the clock, we cannot give up points. We will start with the ball after half, if I am remembering correctly. With a throw up top, gonna be picked off! And head the right way would definitely help out. Sprinting to the outside, and a pick 6 will definitely help out. Chidobe Awuzie puts us on the board, and potentially, after half, we could either grab a lead or level it. Though Hurts does still have 3 timeouts in 37 seconds, so you never know. Madden loves those late half shenanigans. Credit our score potentially to that, as Hurts having to scramble, getting to the outside. Great contain there by Okoronkwo. And the Bills do not elect to call their timeout. Maybe have one more play here if they get the snap off, and we will. With a quick rush, checking it down. Well, after trading back-to-back interceptions, we find ourselves on the board, though down 3, 10-7 at half. Offense needs to play more cleanly. We had one good drive that we ended with an interception. Luckily, the defense helps us out, as right now, if we win, we'll either be taking on the 1 seed or the 7th seed Colts versus Steelers, the other AFC matchup. And as we get the second half underway here, we are starting off with the ball. So I did remember correctly, and it will be from the 25. As that one's out of the back of the end zone. Murray, need a good half from you. If we could get Mixon going, that'll definitely help out. We look to go his way often in that first half, and we start with him here. With some more space, we just could not quite break to the outside, but a gain of 4 on first down is not bad. If we could get a gain of 4 every single play, one, you drain the clock and you continually get first downs till you score. So all in all, I'm good with that, as we pick up about 4.5 the next play. 10 rushes, 48 yards, that's looking a little bit better. As Murray is under center here, they're gonna set up a quick throw. Shepard gets the first down grab at the 40. He took away a first down in that first half with a holding penalty, makes up for it a little bit there. As Murray checks down, a drop going to Mixon. So with 2nd and 10, we'll change up the formation a little bit. Kind of a 2-receiver stack up top, though we hand it off and stuffed. Bills read it from the get-go. Jalen Carter making the play. That's really the first we've seen from him today, and hopefully that's the last, as it's 3rd and 11. Murray in the pocket, going up top, had Mims, and he missed him again. Should have been a first down, but Murray has been off his game. Well, we've seen some inconsistent play from the Bills offense as they head out with a 3-point lead. Their first second half possession, starting with a quick throw out to Stevenson, who's going to pick up about 5-6 yards. One thing I've always noticed while watching him here in Madden is that he fights through plays and he's going to at least pick up a yard or two, even on plays that should have been a negative, as they'll check down for the first down. Credit that catch, Amari Cooper, his first of the day. He's mostly being lined up against Awuzie, who has our one and only touchdown, and once again, a great stop on the outside, Okoronkwo. Again, this defensive line, despite not having a very highly rated guy, all perform really well. With a throw across the middle, they have another first down gain. Ertz doing a fantastic job today of just dispersing that ball around. He's not narrowing in on any one particular guy. As he checked down, going to Njoku, who almost broke away there, but couldn't keep his feet, gain of 8. Though I feel like we've done better on these short down and distances, 2nd and 2. We send a little bit of a blitz, however, we leave a guy wide open for another first down, so I just need to stop saying these things. Every time I do, they prove me otherwise. With a first down to about the 37, just inside about the 37. With a run down the middle, Stevenson gets a few yards before getting stood up and stopped. And from there, they'll bring out a bunch look to the top, meeting our nickel defense. As they send a quick, not even blitzer, that's just a straight rush. A second sack for Agba. That's now 3 sacks for him, alone in the postseason. Would love to see more, as he's actually off the field here. They go deep across the middle, converting the first down. I believe that's Olave. You know, I'd rather have these shorter down and distances. We do a lot better compared to when it's been 2nd, 3rd, and long. They keep getting these chunk plays as Stevenson finds a space, breaks one, and almost gets away. Gain of 8. Now with 10 rushes at 52 yards, still sticking with a pretty similar stat line between him and Mixon. Getting stuffed again on the short distance. Agba there. Also looking like Agba wanted to fight the offensive Bills player. It's 3rd and 2 with an empty set, hard count, no one jumps. Quick throw, another first down. Njoku, I think, has had at least 3 today. And I'm talking first downs, not catches, though he does have 3 catches, so a first down about a catch for Njoku. As they go with Stevenson, finding some space, but none provided. And as time almost done here in the 3rd quarter, we maybe will have time for one more play, an empty set. They will let it hit the 4th. Only one possession for either team, and the Bills didn't even finish theirs in the 3rd. It went quickly. And so far today, our offense has yet to score. It's luckily our defense got that pick 6. Bills the only one to score offensively, as they're up 10-7. Looking to add more. Throw too far. I believe that was a diving Olave. Yet somehow after a throw like that, Hurts still in his X factor on 3rd and goal. To the end zone and dropped again by Njoku. He's dropped 2 touchdown passes, which greatly overshadow his first downs gain. So it will end up being a field goal, leaving them susceptible to going down to a touchdown, which sounds very familiar to us a week ago. But Carlson gets that 6 points, and hopefully we can match. And pardon any dog barking that you maybe have heard. Had maintenance show up because for some reason the fridge is flooding. With a run down the middle, Mixon actually picking up some yards here, picking up 4. And again, very similar stat line. He's at about that 51 mark as well. Though he's had to do it on a few more carries. With 2nd and 6, we got 2 up top, 1 down to the bottom. Need to end this drive with a touchdown. It's near critical here with how quickly these quarters go. Throwing up top, we find Marvin Mims this time. It's 3rd and inches. And the ball pretty much looks like it's past the line to gain. But we come out with a strong eye. 2 receivers stacked down to the bottom. It's a play action fake. Murray gonna scramble for it, picking up that first down, sliding safely down at the 39. We've seen him have some clutch scrambles before. If we could see some more of them, I would be up for it. With a play action fake once again, going this time to Green with a diving catch. Now, a rookie receiver definitely looks like a tight end out there. I feel like, honestly, he's bigger than McBride. As we go to him once again, trying to find a cut lane, but not going to get away from the defenders. But hey, a first down is good for us. And you can actually see him and McBride down at the bottom there. Honestly, they look about the same size. They could probably both play tight end or receiver, as there's a good catch by Shepard. barely turning around in time to get the catch. But he'll secure it, gain of 6 with a 2nd and 4. As we have 3 down to the bottom. Murray with a quick throw, but overthrowing Mixon. I like the idea there. Just need to make sure your receiver's actually in the spot you're throwing. With a 3 tight end set, we throw out of it. They send the blitz, we pick it up well, and there is the Sherman, 2nd year tight end with the 1st down to the 25. Offense moving well here, knock on wood, cross your fingers, need the touchdown. As we're about at the 4-minute mark, Murray stepping up, has a lane, sliding down after the gain of 8. And that 1st down gets us inside the red zone. Down at the 17 for 2nd and 2. As we do hand it off, Mixon cutting towards the top, but he will lose a yard. Just needed to plow through one of those gaps. We've seen him break tackles before, should have tried it there. Now a critical 3rd and 3 with the I form. It will be a stretch down to the bottom. A good cut for Mixon, spins off of 1, but not getting by Tranquil. 4th and 4, under 3 minutes left. We need a touchdown here, we're going for it. We have a drag route I would like to hit, but they cover it well. Instead, Murray is gonna scramble for the 1st down, sliding down, taking a little knock there from the defender, but no flag, but 1st down and 1st and goal, even at the 5. Now we just need to cap this drive off, though. I would love for us to not score on the first 2 plays, bring it in on the 3rd and drain some clock. Though we go with a pass here, Murray scrambling, gonna step up, he has the lane and he dives for the end zone. You know what, I will take it. Get the lead with the point after. Will just be 14-13. But have we left too much time for Hurts and this offense? They have about 2.5 minutes, all 3 timeouts. Their kicker, Daniel Carlson, with 95 kick power and accuracy as they already almost pick up the 1st down, play 1. 2-minute warning hits as they scramble, and once again, it is Okoronkwo. He's got the seal on the outside. He's got the tackle for loss on the outside. Now he has his sack. With 3rd and 7, a critical down, they make a change. Gonna have 1 receiver spread either side. I don't even spread, it's tight either side. They will throw. Hurts from the pocket, going deep and overthrows Olave. So it all comes down to this. 4th and 7 at the 28. Hurts up top, collapsing, knocked away by Awuzie. They went for Amari Cooper. We've only given up 1 catch to him. The other time they went his way, it was the pick 6. This time a potential game ender. Though don't look for Murray to be excited about it, as he will solemnly walk out onto the field with the offense for 1st and 10. Mixon, wide open spaces inside the 15. First timeout called with 1:10 and now counting. Down the middle, Mixon bouncing around will pick up 2, wasting that 2nd timeout. We're at least in field goal range, meaning that if we don't somehow end this one, we can at least get that field goal. But Mixon almost bursted through that gap. We've seen him get a touchdown on a very similar run, but no timeouts remaining. We get the extra point, make it a touchdown game. Setting up the screen, blockers out in front, and touchdown for Joe Mixon. Make this thing potentially a 2-score game if we go for 2. And of course, that's the plan. We're already up 7. You could take the extra point, make it 8. They would have to get the point after, but we could also make it a 2-score game here. And we're playing for that win. It's the playoffs. As they cover it pretty well, check down to the ground apparently. We should have just ran it in there with Kyler Murray. The throw off for Mixon. Touchdown can tie. Now that's just the risk you take when going for the dagger. As it's 20-13, and of course they find Njoku here with the 1st down grab. Back to the line quickly. Hurts stepping up. We haven't seen him scramble today, and he does not. He does not want to run. He throws it away. 30 seconds left. Up the touchdown. We could have been up 8 if we went with the safe call, but we went for it all as they have their guy. It's Amari Cooper down to the 20 and marked down at the 18. Finally, they find him with next to no time left, and they don't get the snap off. They had time, they were set, but they will lose. And it came very close to us having to pay for going for it. Luckily, we don't have to. We get the win, another close one, all defensive, as Kyler really struggled, I would say, in this one. But we get the win, 20-13, ending the Bills' season. And in a major upset, we'll be facing the 7th seed Steelers in the AFC Conference Championship. So definitely make sure you're hitting that like button, and this video can be out tomorrow. If not, the video goes out on the next regularly scheduled States Only Challenge day. Those are every Wednesday and Saturday. On Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, we also have the traditional Rams franchise. So a whole lot happening, but I am very curious to see how that game went. And it was a close one. It's been a lot of close games here outside of the one behind my head, where the Bills made it to the divisional round behind a 42-24 win over the Titans. Obviously, we had the close game, 20-13. Steelers squeaked by 28-23. Even the yards were close there. So all in all, that seemed like a really good game, and it's another game that is putting together what should be two really good offenses, as for some reason I skip around. Two really good offenses. They're in 89. We're in 87. They have Devontae Adams. And they still have the higher rated defense, 84, though it's our 80 defense that continually keeps getting the last and final good play. Now, they are scoring a lot of points, but on average, their team is very average. It does look like they struggle against stopping the run, 26th in the league, which we seemingly like to run the ball a lot, so that's going to do pretty well for us. They're a slightly better rushing team, which our defense is 3rd in the league at stopping, so this should be a really good matchup. So make sure you don't miss out. Hit that bear icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the actual subscription button so you, 1, subscribe to this channel. And then 2, make sure you hit that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. As mentioned, this series typically every Wednesday and Saturday with a 50-like goal in the win. You guys could have the next round AFC Conference Championship out tomorrow. If not, again, on the next regularly Wednesday and Saturday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, we also have the Rams franchise, plus all the highlights, the shorts, highlighting everything happening in these series. So a whole lot being posted. I hope you guys are enjoying. And until next time, for a championship game against the Steelers, we'll see you then.